Welcome to Senior Voters. You got Dan and Felicia here, and today we're going to talk Your Friends and Neighbors, Episode 3, Theoretical Herpes. What a title
Mhm.
of an episode. So we decided to do this show. Felicia asked me, and I was like, hey, I'll check it out. Watched the first two, loved it. Apple has done it again. They are so good at making TV shows. Insanely good.
Agree. All their
It's
shows are hits.
it's crazy. I mean, they lose $1 billion a year streaming, but I feel like eventually it's going to pay off because they just make good show after good show. The studio playing right now is also very
Mhm.
good. There's plenty of good things to talk about. So, all right. So, this show started off with someone dying. And Felicia, you said it reminded you of The White Lotus.
Absolutely. Even the music, everything, that whole
Yeah.
front part. Yeah.
It reminded me of that as well. And we go back 4 months and then you fast forward 3 months. So we're within a couple weeks now of that killing. So who is that guy? My first prediction is it has something to do with Lou.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
something to do with that, with their little contract that they have together. He's going to steal
hmm
for her. She's going to sell his shit. So it could be something to do with that. But that's where you guys come in. Who do you think the body is? I mean, maybe we haven't met the character yet. Who do you think killed the person? Coupe was right next to the body, but that doesn't mean he killed the guy. He could have been knocked out or something like that. That scene's going to play out. And obviously, he's finding himself way over his head. He's doing petty crime now, but it leads up to him being involved in a murder, and shit's going crazy. It's very Breaking Bad-esque, but very different. So this show, Breaking Bad was he has cancer. I want to make as much money as possible to set my family up for life. This is a guy who's very rich, but has
hmm
a ton of bills.
Yeah.
Crazy bills. So his financial manager, Barney, told him he would only last 6 months if he didn't find a job. So he's like, okay, I'm going to start stealing some shit. And that's what he does. But Felicia, the one thing I love about this show is it's such a different world than me. I don't know about you,
Oh, yeah,
but
absolutely.
but he sold that watch. He could have made a lot more from it if he had the paperwork and everything like that.
hmm
But he got $65,000 in cash.
Yeah, and he
And
wasn't even happy about it. I was like, I'll take it. I would have took half of that. Like,
that's me. I'm good for like 2 years. Two
yeah.
years. There's
Oh
a
my gosh.
fireworks.
There's
I don't know how
fireworks
that.
behind
Yeah,
you.
that shows how good I am if I get that
Oh my
65K.
gosh.
Yeah,
Blew my mind. I was like,
they knew. They knew.
that's
So
so good.
it's crazy. It's a different world, but that's the type of show we're talking about. So let's talk about episode 3. So Coop, played by John Hamm. I love John Hamm. You're not a fan, but you are now. That's the
Yeah, I
story.
am not usually, but probably just because his characters are usually massive jerks. And like he is a little bit of jerk in this, but like I don't know, I like him a little bit. He plays this
Yeah,
part well.
he does. He does.
Yeah.
He's stealing from his rich friends to keep up his fancy lifestyle after he lost his job and his marriage in a very short period of time. And apparently, he was very good friends with Nick, and now they're, you know how they are now. They're just
Yeah.
trying to act like they're getting along, which they're not. And this episode, shit gets crazy, especially by the end. We're going to talk about that in just a minute, so sit tight. And by the way, we're doing a giveaway. You want to win some money? Stay to the end of the video. We'll tell you how to win some
Mhm.
money. So this episode, they split up the genders. The girls go do their own thing. The guys go get drunk.
Love it.
At Nick's, the ex NBA star. How about the painting he has of himself
Of him
naked?
naked.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. So I mean, I can imagine how much Coop is pissed off
If you're that rich, the money you'll spend on random shit is just like
because why not?
that's
Like
what he even said. That's what he says. He's like, they got so much shit. Are they even gonna notice if I take some of it? That's his whole
right.
thing, which is true. Well, the one guy
hmm
noticed it in this episode. He called the cops, and the
And they
cops
don't
don't
even believe
seem
him.
to care. But yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
you probably misplaced it, dude. Like, fuck
They're
you.
like,
They
they're
don't
like,
give a
why would
shit.
he steal one watch? Because
One
wouldn't an
watch. Yeah,
actual
yeah.
thief just steal all the watches? I mean, we obviously know the story behind it, but I found it really funny. They don't care. They're like, dude, you got like three other watches, and I'm sure cost the same. Like, just
Yeah.
shut up.
When I was watching that scene when he stole the first watch, I was like, why not take the whole thing? But I guess
Mhm.
because he wants to
Less
do little,
obvious.
little by little here and there.
hmm
I'll just take this, I'll just take that, and it'll add up, and I'll make some serious money along the way. And now he's got this
Yeah.
contract with Lou, so he's set up to make some serious money. But the tension
Yeah.
between Coop and Nick very palpable. Coop's not over Mel, which I don't know why. You got Sam, played by Olivia Munn, who is stunning, and they are going to be more of a thing moving forward. It seems like he's starting to kind of fall for her, especially with that scene with him and her kid. He was like there for her son, which she didn't even
Yeah.
know happened. She
Yeah,
had
that
no
was
idea
weird.
that happened. Yeah.
Hmm.
He's like, sit tight, I'll tuck you in. I'll sit here until you fall asleep. It seems like they're gonna be together,
I can see it.
unless he gets arrested, which is
Th
a
True that.
a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah, or
So
she finds out. Yeah, if she finds out what he's doing, she might not. Unless she
yeah,
joins in.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
that would be cool.
So in this episode, he steals a bottle of wine that was worth $35,000, and he was paid for the second watch that he stole. We don't know how much he got for that one. Probably 50K or something along those lines.
At least.
He gives that money right to Barney. So he shows up to the party with a stolen bottle of wine, and the guy's house he robbed from was there at the party. So I thought that was really funny.
It was, and I felt bad for the guy because he did see his wife cheating on him right in the house with
Yep.
like a kid, basically. He said
Let's talk
like a
about that right
year
now.
older than his daughter. So
Talk
that's
about that
kind of
right now.
gross a little bit. But I did
Cat
find it funny that he's just in the closet or like the wine so thing, whatever, just watching.
Yep. Kat Resnick, that's her name, and she was fucking her daughter's boyfriend, and Coop is hiding in the wine room, and it's kind of comedy gold, right? It's kind of awkward,
Yeah.
and you're like, what's going? He just like sneaks by while they're fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In real life, you would have gotten caught in like a second.
yeah,
I would have noticed. I mean, he was very close. I was very worried for him. I'm like, they're gonna catch you. The only thing that gets me, like, it's like smart of him is that he is friends with these people. So there is like if they do find him in his house, he can try to talk his way out of things.
yeah,
Like, oh, I was looking for you. Like it wouldn't look like he was robbing them unless they caught him like with the shit in his hand. Then that would look a little tricky.
yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of on the realistic side that's showing that he's learning, right? He's not a master
That's true.
thief. He's just kind of putting it together of what to do.
Yeah, he's
This
just scared. So he has no
this
choice.
This bottle of wine, he got no money for it, and it ends up getting broken in the fight that he had
Yeah.
with Paul. So that one was just a complete waste anyway. He got nothing from breaking into that house. But let's talk about the championship ring. It was shown to guests at the party. This was an NBA championship ring that Nick had won in his playing career. So he's feeling jealous and desperate, and it leads to his biggest first taken yet. And he's watching a YouTube tutorial of how to open this glass that he has it protected by, and bam,
It
someone's got a
worked.
gun pointed right at him.
And the notion that, all things considered, I was getting pretty good at this. Or not.
That was the cliffhanger of this episode. So I want to talk about who that could be. I
Hmm.
think it's too obvious if it's Nick. Okay. And I have a solid theory on who I think it is. And
Okay.
tell me if I'm crazy here. I think there's something behind this that it makes sense. Elena,
Mr. Cooper.
Elena, surprised to see me?
Yes.
the maid.
Okay.
My reasoning. Has she seemed like a big character so far to you?
No, I honestly forgot about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a big character. Her name is in the opening credits. Amy Carrero in the
So
opening
you think
credits.
she's gonna be a bigger part of the
Yes,
show?
I do.
Hmm.
There's only like 6 or 7 names that they show in the opening credits. It's like Coop, Nick, Olivia Munn, obviously, Amanda Pete, obviously,
Probably the wife. Yeah.
his 2 kids, and Amy Carrero. So why would this maid, who hasn't been at all a big part of the show, be in the opening credits? Her name, you know, it's a
So
marquee name.
she's gonna be bigger. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I could
that's.
see it. I think that makes sense. I do agree that Nick would be too obvious.
I think it'll be her, and I think she's gonna let him take it. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think she will.
So you
That's
think she
my
won't
like
fuck with them either?
that's my first theory. She's probably not paid that well, right?
Hmm.
So maybe she's like, "Hey, break me off a little bit. I didn't see anything." You know,
Ah, okay. Yeah. Some people would do anything for money. So yeah.
that's
I
my
like
first
that.
theory.
Because I
First
don't
theory.
think Nick would need a gun. Like I don't think he would approach him with a gun. I think he would like punch him in the face or even just be like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck, bro?" Like
What are
I
you
don't
doing,
think
dude?
he would do the
Yeah.
gun. So I
Yeah.
do like that.
That's my theory.
Yeah, you are smart. I forgot they didn't live together yet. Mel, right? That's her name, Mel and
Yeah,
Nick. I
Mel.
forgot
Yeah.
that they do still live separately. I forgot
Yeah.
that.
So that I don't know. It just seems like when you're watching on Apple TV, if you see 2 characters on screen and you hit the down button on your remote,
You could see the actors.
it tells you the actor's name and who they play. So I saw Amy Carrero. I'm like, who the hell is that? And then when they showed the maid on screen, I hit down and it said Amy Carrero. I'm like, her name's in the opening credits. She's going to be a bigger character. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
that's my
Yeah.
reasoning.
Look
Yeah,
at you, smart pointing stuff out.
that's
You
my
know, now at
reasoning.
first I thought they were in like Coop's old house. So my thought was that it was gonna be like, I don't even know, the wife or something, and just to be like, just to
Yeah,
fuck with him or something. I don't know. But now that makes more sense. I like your
yeah.
idea better.
That's what I'm going with. Well, I guess we'll find out in the
Yeah, we'll go
opening
with that.
scene next week. We'll see,
Either
So,
that or I don't really know. Like it wouldn't be a cop or anything, right? Because it doesn't feel
no.
like anyone has alarms or anything that go off. Meanwhile, that's crazy. They're all rich as shit. They have
Yeah.
no fucking. I mean, he does just open the doors. He doesn't even have to break in. They just
He
leave
just
their doors
walks in.
open.
Yeah, he just walks in.
Yeah. But then
So
sometimes in my head, I'm like, you got no security cams? Like you do have
that's
all
the
of this
thing.
shit.
That's the thing. You would think these rich ass people would have security cameras, right?
Especially
But
Nick.
especially Nick, but he did say it in his dialogue, in his monologue about how they're in this neighborhood that has cops and security and like neighborhood watch that they think they're so safe that they don't care anymore.
Hmm.
It's like they're a little overprotected,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
they don't really give a shit anymore. So that's why you
Hmm.
can get away with it. It's either the maid or it's Nick, because who else would be
Or
home?
like the security or something saw him breaking in or something.
Maybe, yeah,
That's just an
but
option, just to go against yours.
yeah, yeah, true. What do
Yeah.
you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. But listen, this show, it's honestly a masterclass in social satire, showing
Hmm.
how the other side lives, because this is a completely different world to me, right?
Yeah, then my reality. Yeah.
It's insane. It pokes fun at the wealthy elite. His neighbors are so out of touch. Do you notice their conversations? It's like these
But
people are so, yeah, that's the perfect word to say. It
yeah.
they're just so out of touch. It's crazy the shit
Yeah.
they talk about. And
They're kind of all terrible partners too. Like they're all cheating on each other
all
or doing
cheating on each
something fucked
other.
up to each other, to the other one, to their partner. They're just not great.
Everybody cheating on each other. We're gonna do our favorite moments in just a minute, but the thing I love every time he steals something, how like a description comes on the screen of what it is.
More than happy to fork out 32 grand a bottle for it. At that price point, maybe tonight wasn't a total loss.
And how much it's
Hmm.
worth. I think it's such a good little editing technique to throw that in there. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
pops. It's pleasing to the eye. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. It makes them a little different too.
So let's talk about the ladies. They're doing a self-defense class. It gives us a little more depth on Olivia Munn's Sam, right? We get a little more with
Hmm.
her. And Amanda Pete's Mel, the ex-wife. They were put up against each other, and Mel starts kicking the shit out of her. And then later, they're laying down, and then they get into like a fight. And then Mel says to her, "You need to get laid." And that's going to roll right into my favorite moments parts.
Hmm.
I wish she would just say it. I'm fucking
Yeah,
your ex-husband. I think that
I
would be
do too.
awesome.
It
Yeah,
would. And I feel like she can't even really say shit because like she said in that moment, kind of called her out a bit like
you're the
you
asshole.
you fucked like his best friend. Like not even
Yeah,
just another guy, his best fucking friend in his
yeah,
house. So
in
I
his
feel like
house.
even if she did come out and say it, like you can't get mad at shit. Like
You
you
can't.
did the worst. You couldn't have done anything worse.
Well, yeah, it's not really the same. I mean, you're the Paul in your equation, right?
Because her
Hmm.
ex-husband cheated with the waitress, and she's the one who cheated.
I'm gonna stop talking now.
Oh my God, I'm Paul.
No, you're not Paul.
No,
I didn't
you're
mean
right.
that.
I am the one who cheated.
So you can't say shit. It's gonna come
Yeah.
out. You know it's gonna come out eventually. This
Yeah, I can't wait.
this is a type of thing that is going to, and their relationship, I think Coop and Sam is going to progress and only get more serious as the season progresses. So it's going to come out, but I was like, say it. I
Hmm.
wanted her to say it so bad.
And they were
Yeah,
high too. I was like, so how
yeah,
did she hold it back? Like they were saying so much stuff. She was like, it's the brownies. I'm like, just give it all. Let it all out, man. Let the
yeah,
brownies do what they're doing. But
yeah.
like I do want to talk about Paul. Like he's just so ugh. Like
Oh
he
my
doesn't even
God.
look good. She's so out of his league for him to be like talking down on him. I'm so happy Coop opened his fucking mouth and said something like, I don't even remember exactly what she said. Like, oh, if she let your fat fuck, like fuck
Let's
her with your
let's
little
clip it
dick or
in.
something.
Clip it
Yeah,
in
clip
right
that
now.
in. Clip that in.
Well, gee, Paul, I don't know. If Sam let your fat ass fuck her with that tiny, sad little dick of yours, maybe she deserves it.
I
Yeah.
loved it. I loved every moment. He deserved it. He's a piece of shit. Like, who leaves
So
a
good.
wife like that and then
Yeah.
thinks that they're hot shit when he looks like that? Like, no offense. Like, I feel mean judging someone, but like, he's a piece of shit. So,
Yeah, that was one of my favorite moments,
me
and
too.
I already said the Mel and Sam one, so you go, and then I got a couple more.
Okay, yeah, I really like I think it was just like right in the opening of the episode with Lou visiting his house. She pops up, it's a
That's one of
surprise.
mine.
She's like
Yeah.
low key threatening him, but also just trying to form that contract a little bit. Like, oh, okay, if I do this, like I know for sure
Are you threatening me?
Don't think of it as a threat. It's more of a contract, really.
that like you won't rat me out because I have all this shit on you.
Hmm.
I really like that of her. I think she's a badass. I liked her since like the first time we saw her. I like that she's tough. I just love the whole moment.
Yeah, I think, she said not a threat, a contract, like you said.
Hmm.
So I think she knows that, well, she knows a lot about him now. She
He
did some
needs the
digging.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows he lost a job. He needs the money. He can't sell his Maserati because his neighbors would look down on him.
Notice. Yeah.
So they would notice. I thought that immediately. I said that to my wife. It's like, why doesn't he just, which is my dream car, by the way, a black Maserati, the same one, my dream car. I'm like, why not just sell the car? And then she goes, well, then, the type of situation he's in, people would start asking questions, and he's acting like he's starting his new company with
Like he
Dubai.
quit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's acting like he's fine, so he needs to keep up the facade, so that's why he needs to steal, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I really like that part too.
If you get caught, you won't talk about your new friend Lou. And if you do, there will be penalties.
My last one is Allie saying this.
I will cut a bitch! Fuck off!
So good. I love Allie, the sister. She's so funny. I think she's
Yeah.
perfectly cast. There's not many major actors in this show besides John Hamm, Amanda Peet, and Olivia Munn. Everybody else is kind of new to me, but I think they all do a
Yeah.
great job. And the sister, she's got some mental problems. She's back on her meds, as far as we know. We saw her setting them up in Hunter's room. So, but when she said, "I'll cut a bitch," it was like, fuck off. I'm talking to my nephew right now.
I like
loved
her
it.
a lot. I really
Yeah.
like her a lot. I like that he even called her in the first place and that they have that kind of relationship, like to pick him up, whatever, when he was tripping, whatever.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that he can call her and stuff. I like that she was singing too. I like that we got a little singing part. Like she's
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
her
yeah.
own little thing. I like they made it seem like she's just like does nothing. And then she went and I'm like, she's super fucking talented. So I hope
She's
maybe
great.
she comes up a little
Yeah.
bit, when something good happens to her as well.
And that guy she met, when you pressed down on the button, it told you his name, Tom. So I'm thinking he's going to be in more scenes, and maybe they'll start to date or something like that. But
Yeah,
the
that'd be cool.
goal for Coupe is to get enough money to get her own apartment again. And I loved that when they went to their parents' house and they saw that they didn't even bother fixing up the room, and he was like, "Fuck this, you're
Fuck
staying,
this.
you're
Yeah.
staying with me." Great
And then
brother.
the dad has the audacity at the end to be like, they didn't even drink the coffee.
Yeah, right.
Like,
That's
fuck
what he's
you
worried
and your
about.
fucking coffee. Like, you couldn't even
Yeah.
make my fucking bed. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it was like a storage closet essentially.
Yeah. Almost
Yeah.
everyone in this show is a piece of shit, basically.
Yeah, I know. It's
Except
great
for
to,
Sam.
Yeah, Sam, and I would say Allie too, the sister. I think she's got
Okay, yeah, of
a
course.
great heart. And Coop, the main character, he seems like he wants to do the right thing, but he's finding himself in a sticky situation.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a murder coming. We have no idea who it is. But I'll tell you one thing: the humor in this show lands. I love it.
Mhm.
When I watched the first episode, I texted you. I was like, "Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I wanna cover this show." And the pacing of this show is so
Yeah.
good. It's
Some say
pop,
it's
pop,
slow,
pop.
but I think it's good. It's like giving you
Oh.
like each thing you need. Like they're explaining shit out. You're not really confused. The
Yeah.
characters are likable. Even if they're assholes, they're still like good characters in the show. Like Nick, like even though you're not like supposed to really like him, right? They want you to hate him. He's like did so awful. Like he did awful things to his friend, but you still like all of the characters in the show, and that's really important.
Yeah. And I think all around, it's a great show. It's the #1 show on Apple TV right now, which blows my mind because of how good the
Mhm.
studio is. The studio is
It's so fucking
amazing.
funny.
The studio is the best comedy I've seen in years. Years.
Yeah, everything Seth Rogen does is though. I'm like his biggest fan ever.
I love him too. I'm a big fan of him too. So
Yeah.
good. Also a great show. Maybe we could talk about the studio when it's over. That's not something we could cover week by week on Teen Invaders, but
Mhm.
all right. So leaving it up to you guys. Comment your suspects for 2 things below. Who's the dead body and who does it have to do with? Does it have something to do with Lou or something completely different? And
Mhm.
do you think Coop killed the guy? I don't. Because it looks like
don't.
he was knocked out next to the guy. Maybe they tried to kill him too or something like that, and then they got out of there.
Yeah.
I think he did not. By the way he was positioned right next to him,
I feel like they fell maybe together.
Yeah,
or
it looked
something
like that.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know what, like if there was other people around or whatever, but it kind of looks like they both were maybe knocked out. The one
Yeah.
died, and then he just woke up from it, sees the dead body. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
want
yeah.
us to think he gets to the point where he's murdering people, but I'm with
Right.
you. I don't think he's actually going to be capable of murder purposely,
Yeah.
unless it was an
Yes.
accident,
So
and not a
there's
Cali accident,
not a
real
Cali
one.
accident, Yellow Jackets. Yeah, yeah,
or a real one.
yeah. Yeah. That's something to think about. And the other thing to think about, man,
At
my
the
brain.
end, who's the one who pulls the
Yeah,
gun
yeah,
out
yeah.
on Coupe? Who
Who's
catches him with the ring?
who is it? I mean, do you guys buy my theory that it's the maid? I mean, why would they have her name in the opening credits, guys? There's like 7 characters that they have names for. Why would you have her unless she doesn't turn out to be a big character? Unless she does turn out to be a
And
big
join
character.
in on his little scheme thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking just like Lou is doing. He's gonna have these 2 women that are like,
Right.
listen, I got, and then he's just gonna have more and more people that find out what he's doing, and he's just gonna have to take care. He's gonna be so stressed
Yeah.
by the end of this season.
Elena could be his Jesse if you watch Breaking Bad. She could be his Jesse.
Ooh,
That
I
could be
only
the
just
case.
started watching that. Don't kill me.
Oh, dude, it's the best show ever. It's my favorite show of all time.
I know. That's why I keep giving it a try.
Get to season 3. Season 3.
That's what my husband says too.
One of the best seasons of any show of all time. And season 5. Perfect. So good. All right. So that's what we got for your friends and neighbors so far. What do you guys think? I'm dying to hear what everyone thinks about the show. I mean, I think it's great. I'm so excited to be covering it. We'll be getting the videos out on Friday or Saturday every week. So yeah, get your theories in. What do you guys think? And yeah. Oh, giveaway. Who wants to win $200? If you hit subscribe, chance to win. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we're giving away $200 to a random subscriber, but you have to comment. That's the only thing that goes with it. You have to subscribe and comment. So you do that.
Just leave a
You can-
comment.
Yeah, you can just put thumbs up. Good job, guys. Just,
Yeah, something sweet.
LOL. Any comment works. Doesn't matter. All right,
Nice
thanks,
and
guys.
easy.
Nice and easy. Just put whatever you think. Yeah, but theories. I want to see your theories. Yeah. So, all right, we'll be back next week for episode 4. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Later.
Bye.
Woo! Okay. Okay, everyone, now it's a party.
Hang on, Tor. I made you a plate.
Don't call me Tor, Nikki. Hey,
My bad.